The news update. Nigeria. The US should not designate Nigeria's Ipob a terrorist group. Welcome to the news. Now to the news details. In October, an American scholar argued in a Washington Times op-ed that the United States should designate the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, a secessionist group in Nigeria's southeast region, as a terrorist group. To the casual onlooker, this could seem logical. Ipob has been proscribed as a terrorist group by Nigeria's government, and it reportedly boasts a 50,000-strong army. But doing so would be a mistake that risks causing a massive human rights crisis in Nigeria and West Africa. Were the United States to designate Ipob as a foreign terrorist organization, FTO, it would do so based on criteria laid out in Section 219 of the Immigration and Nationality Act. An essential criterion is that a foreign terrorist organization, FTO, threaten the security of U.S. nationals or the national security, national defense, foreign relations, or the economic interests of the United States. Ipob, its current form, does not meet such parameters, and as such should not be designated by the United States. To start, claims that Ipob has raised an army of 50,000 militants are implausible. In June 2021, a Nigerian news outlet reported the claim, quoting an unnamed military source who gave the figure as justification for a military offensive against Ipob in the southeast. But an army of such strength cannot be hidden in the geographically small southeast region, and if Ipob had such an army, the death toll from clashes with the military, which remains stationed in the southeast, would have risen exponentially. At present, Ipob primarily relies upon shifting coalitions of local gangs, vigilante groups, and lightly armed supporters, numbering less than 5,000 at best. These fighters are better suited to isolated attacks on police stations and security checkpoints than to serving as an organized fighting force. In October 2020, multiple UN special rapporteurs argued that the proscription of Ipob infringes on Biafra supporters' rights to association and political expression. Even so, pro-Biafra sentiment is larger than and should be seen as distinct from Ipob and its leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra was the name of the breakaway state that seceded from Nigeria in 1967, only to be reincorporated into Nigeria in 1917 after its defeat in the Nigerian Civil War. But the Biafran name is still used, primarily by the Igbo, Nigeria's third largest ethnic group, to call for self-determination and respect. The name has become an Igbo cultural symbol, as can be seen in the regeneration of other Biafran movements, such as movements for the actualization of sovereign state of Biafra, MASOB, and the Biafran Zionist movement. As long as they remain non-violent, Biafra groups are legitimate expressions by a people that feels marginalized and wrongly treated by the Nigerian government. Designating Ipob as a terrorist organization would embolden the Nigerian army, an institution with a terrible human rights record, to tar every Igbo persons with the same brush as Kanu and his foot soldiers, a likely precursor to more atrocities being committed in the southeast. Already, Nigeria's military has been accused of extrajudicial killings and forced disappearances. A prominent Nollywood actor was arrested for dressing up in clothes made out of Biafran flag. The ruthless crackdown only worsened the feelings of political marginalization that lead to Biafra agitations in the first place. Furthermore, President Muhammadu Buhari has ramped up anti-Igbo rhetoric while in office, which Ipob continues to leverage to his advantage. The upsurge in Biafra separatism and the government's response call for international concern, especially in West Africa. A full-blown insurgency in the southeast would further test Nigeria's struggle democracy, which is supposed to elect President Buhari's successor next year. As West Africa faces a resurgence of coups, reinvigorated Nigeria democracy is sorely needed. Reinvigorated Nigeria democracy is sorely needed. Nigerian diplomacy under President Olusegun Obasanjo was crucial to pushing back on West Africa coup culture and a refugee crisis, a byproduct of any insurgency, is the last thing the region needs. Already, hundreds of thousands have been displaced by Anglophone separatists in nearby southwest Cameroon in what is considered the world's most neglected refugee crisis. Cooperation between Biafra and Anglophone separatists is worrying. A convergence of refugee crisis would be disastrous. The United States should focus its policy response on pushing the Nigerian government to adopt non-military means of addressing Igbo grievances. The federal government could be more equitable in its official appointments and investment in infrastructure. Yet, even more important is the trial of Nnamdi Kanu. After Kanu was apparently abducted in Kenya and whisked back to Nigeria to face charges of terrorism and treason. The US should not see Ipob as terrorist group, but they should come together to making sure that the group is firm and the group is being released in the detention of the DSS. Thank you once again. Enjoy the rest of your day.